next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Geis with a carry on second down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On down. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Throwing again, Haskins. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 14. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They find some open field here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Throwing on second and 8. Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM leap was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything.
Did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Shotgun handoff down for Love. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Love for the ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. On second down, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And the Ravens.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
To Marquise Brown.
Marquise Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Ravens 20, Washington nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
To Darius Geis.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
The kick is
and
good.
It's up and good.
It's the score, Ravens 27, Washington nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Haskins. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
For Jeremy Sprinkle, incomplete. Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. It's caught inside the 25. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a
back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll hand it now to Geis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Kerrigan in on the stop.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 16. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
He was taken down. At
Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Jackson.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Taken down.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good.
He's good.
Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
30.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
That's the reason we ball for.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the 1st down.
At the 26-yard
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side here with Love. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Washington.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. To throw again, Haskins. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Haskins.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His 1st career sack.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Anthony Thomas on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Flushed out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2-yard loss brings up
3rd down. Here's Haskins.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
1st down, Washington. Haskins fighting McLaurin. Now Haskins on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught at the 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity.
1st down and goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Washington.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Look out, quarterbacks. Anytime a defensive end comes into the league from Ohio State, be prepared to hit the deck. And Chase Young just put another guy down. And how about what they do at Ohio State? The Bosa brothers, Joey and Nick, Cam Hayward. These guys are so well trained by their defensive line coach, probably the best in the country.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 81 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Ravens 37. Washington.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
If you were me, look at this. A big gain, but a fumble. It's a gain of 34. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Mike's 57.
Throwing again. Haskins. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Now, once again, Washington going to break the huddle and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Ravens 37. Washington 22.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
It's third down.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Miles Boykin.
Jackson to Boykin, first down, Baltimore.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock with Geis. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Their 49-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43.
Chase Young. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 27-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
On play action, Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
37. Washington 30.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 12.
Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
37.
But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on.